Morning. It is May 26th, day after Memorial Day, and getting back on track. I was so off arriving back from the Florida trip on Friday. I was off all week, not realizing it was Friday, and then thinking Saturday wasn't Saturday, so off. Yesterday being John didn't have any work. So, getting back on schedule. A Tuesday, no less. And start recording for you guys. So, first out of the gate, my sewing tools. I random number generated, and it gave me Elizabeth. Oh my gosh. Earthwise Paths. Got to have our tools. That bubble plate is precious and the finish is adorable. So Earthwise Paths. If you have not seen, I am commenting on your comment and with my email address, and I will ship this out to you. So make a little Wise Paths. So yeah, I'm trying to think. So yeah, yesterday was just a chill day, which was nice. And then John was in the mood for going out to lunch, but it was more like an early dinner by the time we got our stuff together, and I stopped being lazy. So yeah, relaxing day. Let's see. Oh, gotta finish. It's right here. Kind of, you're laying on it. So, John had spun the wheel on, is it Saturday? I think. And floral sampler, Brenda Keys. Look at that. I finished it. So if you remember, the background was all supposed to be solidly stitched. I decided against that. And yeah, I absolutely love how this came out. I love the colors. I love the fabric that I picked. This is a 36 count, unknown, no idea. And so when I had to work on it again, I had just finished up some of I put in the flowers, some of the leaves, did the dark outline, did the back stitch outline all the way around, and then watch my coffee, the kind of lattice work in the corners. But I absolutely love how it came out. So I will look in my collection of frames and see if I have anything that size. Michael's called. Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me. Michael's called, and the stitched model from Sampler Recreations that I dropped off prior to leaving for Florida, it's all ready to go. So that will be staying up there a hot minute because Joe and the boys left for California this morning. They're also taking John's mom. Oh my God. Joe, did I say Joe and the boys? Joe and John. Can I have more similar, current, and X names? Joe left with the boys this morning for California, Northern Cal. Cousin is graduating from high school, so they're going up for that. And Joe is swinging by and will be picking up his mom to take along with on the road trip. So they all left this morning. We have a pet sitter for Irwin, and I was planning, because I'm so off on days as of late, I was planning on going up today, not realizing when I looked at the calendar yesterday, oh, the boys are leaving today. So, will not be going by my goals today to pick it up, like I said, which is fine, and won't be back up, or won't be seeing the boys until next week sometime, late next week, because John and I, that's the right one, the right J name, John and I are leaving this Thursday, for Colorado for basically a week. Yeah. So John's birthday is on the 2nd. We're going to drive back on the 3rd. His dad is flying in from Florida, and we will be staying at his godfather's house in Ridgeway. So yeah, we are driving. You know, John and I love a good road trip. So obviously this video, this clip of talking, and probably into next week, will be Colorado shenanigans and fun. Probably come back tomorrow because I need to figure out what I'm going to take. I think I'm going to do a new start. So I really need to look at my Etsy wish list and see if there's anything that I want to start to take along. That will be easy. I can stitch in the car. Stitching in the car with 40, 36, So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm feeling. So with floral sampler being complete, that makes finish number 13 for this year. Took that off of the Wheel of Destiny. So for those of you that are interested, I have what is this, a Kindle Fire, I don't know what it is, off Amazon from years ago. And I use the app Tiny Decisions, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my whips. I actually need to add in 8 because, or another section, because remember, I've pulled out Another Year Creeps By. So I need to add Another Year Creeps By on my wheel. And then also on the wheel, I have a new start section. So John loves having the power of what I stitch on. And so with that finished up, floral sampler, Brenda Keys, it landed on Wild at Heart. And I was a-okay with that. I was so okay, because why? I have just this corner section to do, and I'm done. Another freaking finish, not yet. But, so, 36 count. I know this is XJU Design fabric. Holy moly, color changes, Batman. And absolutely love this. So all I have is this section down here to do. I don't believe it's an exact, yeah, it's not an exact match on this side, which I think that's why I love it. So I've already color completed 3 of the massive DMC list of colors, so that's always nice to color complete. And yeah, so I just came up from my morning cup of coffee and was stitching on it. So my goal is to have this completed by Thursday when we leave. So John will probably be working until early afternoon. Come home. I want to have the car all packed up Wednesday. Wednesday night, have him pack. So when he comes home, if he wants to take a shower, whatever, then we are ready to go. I can load up the car, obviously, Thursday, or just kind of have everything packed on Wednesday, and he comes home and leaves. So looking forward to that. Gonna take a mixture of warm clothes, but also cold, or clothes in case it's warm and clothes in case if it's cold. Obviously higher elevation, it's gonna be mid to low 70s. That's cold for me. I know, I'm a complete wuss. So gonna pack a few more things if we weren't driving. But then also need to pack like a hair dryer, because pretty sure John's godfather doesn't have a hair dryer and we're going to be staying at his house. So little things that I'm already making notes of to remember to pack, since we're not going to be staying at a hotel. So yeah, so Wild at Heart is in the hoop for me. Let's see what else. Oh, I guess I gotta put, no, I put Birds of a Feather, the needle case one, on the list on my whip wheel. So let's see, I am going to finish up the newsletter here and get that out. So if you are not subscribed to the 1884 newsletter, go over, scroll all the way down, put it in your information, so you will be on the email list for my next email whenever that goes out. But right now, as you are watching this, you can pause this video and go over and purchase Quaker Peace. This is from Bygone Stitches. This was released through Michelle Inc., the fantastic creator behind Michelle Inc. Designs. You know, Quaker Gone Spooky, Quaker Gone Poe, Quaker Gone Tropic. Bygone Stitches designer Gail died back in 2012. Gail and Michelle were dear, dear friends, and so Michelle has kept the Bygone legacy going in the sense of remembering Bygone Stitches and putting out patterns that are inspired by Gail through notes that Gail had in her office with chart ideas or future plans for stuff. And so how fantastic. So Quaker Peace is available. I should give it a little closer up. Fantastic design, and the red, as you can see, makes out the peace symbol, but you can clearly stitch it however you want. I am working in collaboration with Michelle Inc. and giving all of her designs sort of a new facelift. They're still the designs you love, but larger symbols across more pages, and making them a nice, clean PDF version. So this is Quaker Gone Tropic, absolutely perfect for summer. And then for me, a female worth, this is Angus Brock, 1795, all DMC, fantastic. So those three are available only at 1884stitchery.com. Now, yes, you can buy Quaker Peace and Quaker Gone Tropic, let me specify, if they're in stock online or at your LNS. My version, however, sitting down and charting it larger across more pages, that version is only available through me, the paper copy as well as the PDF. So if you are an LNS and you find a copy of Quaker Gone Tropic, it is not going to be the same quality as mine. Not that there's anything wrong with the original. Mine just has been improved in the sense of now it's offered as a PDF, and the symbols are larger, easier to see. And I think that is it that I have to share for today. And you guys will see me in the next clip. Friday! No, it's not! Oh my God, McKenna, you're so excited for your trip. You're making up stuff. Today is Thursday. I have been up since about 5:30 a.m. It's a little after 8 now. Why? I had to finish it. I had to. So I absolutely love how this came out. And holy moly, do I have threads now to put away in my master set. So, Claire Murray, Wild at Heart. Stay tuned, trying to get the go-ahead. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I see this in a clean, crisp white frame, and it will be going, to the framers. So I absolutely love this. Lots of DMC changes, but completely worth it. Yep. So thrilled with that. So I believe, who am I with all these finishes? Holy moly. This is finish number 14 for the year. So yes, finished. Take that off the whip wheel. Fantastic. All right. Doing a little charting. Stay tuned for that chart. Okay. So this morning I have orders to fill, post office, gas, grocery store, come back to the house. I need to still pack. John packed this morning. We are rolling out for Colorado around, he's hoping to leave work 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I'll be ready to go. So, yeah. Stitching, what am I going to take? So, since this is John's birthday trip, John is turning 37. Oh, God. I know. I bamboozled someone in their 30s. I can't believe it. No. Because I guess I met John when he was like 35. Yeah, because 36 we went to Costa Rica, and then 37 is here. So he calls me his cougar, but there has to be a 10-year age difference for that to happen. So don't worry, he's still legal. So talking to my girl Tiffany, she's like, you should take Mermaid's Folly, since John is begging you to finish it. Always ask the whip wheel to land on it. So Mermaid's Folly it is. Fun fact, Mermaid's Folly, when I got comfortable enough with coming over here to see John early on in our relationship, Mermaid's Folly. I need to grab another ink thread. I'm using Cottage Garden threads in ink, so I need to grab another one. Mermaid's Folly was the first cross stitch piece I brought over to stitch on. This is where I'm at. I know. Oh, let me throw this needle up. That is where I'm at. I'm stitching this on 25 count mushroom Lugana half stitch. And yeah, absolutely love it. The slight variegation in the ink thread color is perfection and gives almost like a stamped ink effect. So I absolutely love it, and won't be able to do work on this in the car, but I have a feeling there's going to be definite downtime, especially in the morning, in the evening, just hanging around, chilling. So I am going to be perfectly... I'm going to grab another ink thread. I will be able to work on this for sure. And I've seen pictures of the house, and John's like, there's a chair by like these big open like windows, and I think you'll just kind of take over stitching in that area. And I said, done. So taking Mermaid's Folly, I know we're going against the wheel, but I feel like John might be like, that's okay. We'll see. I think for the car ride, I mean, I'll see how much I can get done. I think I'm going to take the piece that I just took to start in Florida. The Birds of a Feather needle book from Stacy Nash. I'm going to take this piece. This is totally doable because I'm doing this on 32 count 2/2, and I can totally do that in the car. I did it on an airplane. I can do it in a car. So, and that will change it up. If I get tired of working with the blue, then at least I have some colors, and it's a small, I should be able to, will be able to finish it. But I also feel like taking something else. So I'm not sure yet what. I know the other day I had mentioned Etsy, so I'll go back on and see what I can find, or I'll see if there's anything that's calling to me in the in my folder. But yeah, so I'm gonna fill orders here, post office, go and do my errands, come back so I can be ready to go. And yeah, we're going to be driving about 6.5 hours to Farmington, New Mexico, North New Mexico, on the border of Colorado and New Mexico. So then tomorrow morning we can wake up and then continue on to Ridgeway, but at least do that section of the road, which is gorgeous, I've heard, during the day, and kind of take our time. So it's really pretty with the layers. go here with this angle. Thought I would check in with you guys. We are here at John's godfather's place in Ridgway, Colorado. We arrived yesterday afternoon. We left Thursday about 2-ish, and we were going to stop in Farmington, New Mexico, but we decided we were still feeling fine. John was fine driving, so we made it actually all the way to Durango, Colorado. Spent the night there, and then kind of took our time driving up here to Ridgway. So before this clip, you will have seen photos. We went to Fall Canyon. Is that what it's called? I forget. Absolutely gorgeous. The drive up here, the mountains, stunning, stunning, stunning. Last night did dinner here at the house. Stayed up talking and having all kinds of fun. And then this morning, woke up, breakfast, and then we went shooting a little bit, which I will include maybe a photo or two. I'm not really sure what photos I have. Did a spin across the property. He's on about 37 acres. Absolutely gorgeous. And came back and took a nap, and we just finished up watching Trapped, Robert Redford movie. Never seen it. So it fits the landscape of this place perfectly, and this is sort of the aesthetic through the whole house. So a lot different, but I had to finish. So lots of stitching going on because just downtime. And so this is from Stacy Nash, Birds of a Feathered Pin Keep. And yeah, I decided not to do the zigzag along the bottom. This is going to be a lot easier to either frame up or put into a plate. You know, my plates finishes. I did one and now I'm obsessed. So yeah. So great little finish. So what will I work on next? I have Mermaid's Folly. This is the only piece I've worked on while I've been here. So John does not know that I have Mermaid's Folly. Oh, a new start. I decided to select, this is from Needle Treasures Nook on Etsy, Stars, Stripes, and Roses, all DMC. And when I begin this, I'll be doing it on 32 count fabric. I'm really loving it. This is the same fabric that I worked on this. John coming in. So I think I'm going to work on Mermaid's Folly. So yeah, we're gonna do dinner tonight. Elk. Yeah, definitely not vegetarian. But I believe there's potatoes, there's something. I will show you the, well, let's do a side. I can show you, I will definitely be including, this is actually better because this one doesn't have a screen. I'm going to turn this around and show you guys the view, because, so this is his side of the house, but you can get the idea of what kind of scenery we are dealing with. Absolutely gorgeous.
Sure. Love you, man.
I love you too. It is Sunday here in gorgeous, outside enjoying the sun, Ridgway, Colorado. John and his godfather are going to go out and do some shooting. I am staying back to watch and listen and stitch. So I was going to work on Mermaid's Folly last night, but we put on a movie and the light wasn't the best to stitch on Mermaid's Folly, which is on, what is that, 22 count hardanger half stitch. So I decided I'm gonna do my new start. So I pulled out from Needle Treasures Nook Star Stripes and Roses. Love this. John at one point looked over at me and says, why the hell aren't you working on Mermaid's Folly? And I said, the light's not the best, and that requires a little bit more concentration. So being on 32 count, it's a hell of a lot easier trying to stitch this. So even got some stitching in this morning while they were eating breakfast, and here is where I'm at. So I'm kind of just color completing, as it were. I did the outline of the blue and then went in and did the white and then filled in. And now I'm going to be working on the red stripes, and then I'll go back and fill it in before working my way down. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on. Let's see, I think when they get back from shooting, I want to go check out the downtown area, cute little town of Ridgway. I saw that there is a thrift store, and it is open today on Sunday, so I definitely want to swing by. But we have not left the property since we got here on Friday. Not complaining. The scenery is gorgeous. Let me show you guys, as if I have not shown you guys. Probably a few of you jealous. Let me clean my camera. So he has this deck that goes all the way around. This was a cabin that was on another property of Andy's that he relocated over here, and then he kind of has like a little shop over here. But absolutely stunning. His land goes, there's a fence here, that's all of his, and then it goes up into the tree line, and then his buddy of his owns 37 acres past the ridge, and his neighbor land here is Ralph Lauren's. Yes, the clothing designer. So Ralph Lauren has about it's at 35,000 acres that goes all the way. There's the freeway, and then on the other side of the freeway. So absolutely stunning. There's a greenhouse. Here's a shot through the house. There's a greenhouse over on the other side. Flower beds. We want to do a fire, weather permitting with the wind. But absolutely stunning. We were out here last night, and there was a lone elk that came down. But yeah, definitely cannot complain. So I'm gonna get to some stitching.
Sorry, I was just trying to reach my DJ.
Today is Tuesday, slowly getting ready to leave Ridgeway. Don't mind my hair. But wanted to check in with you guys. Yesterday we went fishing out on the boat, caught a trout. I will probably include some pictures of the boating trip. So much fun. The weather was absolutely amazing, so nice out. And then went into town for a fantastic dinner in honor of John's birthday, which is today. So yes, John is 37, my old man. No. So wanted to show you, I did not get any stitching in yesterday because we left so early to go fishing, but I finished this morning over coffee the red stripes in the flag. That's what I wanted to get to. And now I have 2, 3, 4 bands of white to stitch in. So I will do those before moving on to the roses, but wanted to show you guys where I am at. So we are packing up here. We'll be leaving here and going a couple thrift stores before we leave town, and then we will be staying in Durango, Colorado this evening, staying at the Strader Hotel. It is an 1880s hotel from back in the day. Absolutely gorgeous. We walked through it coming here to Ridgeway, I guess last week, and loved it. So I'll also be including video of that hotel. So yeah, super fun. John wanted kind of our own night and go out and see what fun can be had in Durango on a Tuesday night. Oh my god, my eyes. I've not been getting the best sleep for some reason. Usually I can sleep anywhere, but yeah, not sure what it is. So these will go away in a couple days. So yeah, fingers crossed, find some stitching goodness, something at the thrift stores. We will see. And then yeah, we'll be just cutting down the trip by a couple hours, getting to Durango today. And then yeah, we will be back on Wednesday. So it's been a fantastic trip, so much fun, and check in with you guys.